everybody, Regwin here, and welcome to my SBF Season 5 draft analysis video. This is my first season in this draft league. It's called Sunny Shore Battle Federation, and this is National Deck Singles. And, well, this is going to be my draft analysis video. My team is the Utah Muse, as you guys all know by now. But this is going to be my draft analysis video. Anyways, let's get on with it. My first pick was Mega Deontay, who's Rock Fairy. I picked Mega Deontay because it's a very solid Mega Evolution. And I just thought it would be a very solid first pick to get Mega Deontay because it's like really strong and it can do a lot of damage and it's like decently bulky. So that's why I picked Mega Deontay. Plus it gets like Diamond Storm to raise its defense, to have a chance to raise its defense, which does damage but has a chance to raise its defense stat. And then my second pick now, I decided to go for another solid pick and I picked Celesteela. Because Celesteela is like really bulky. It's a really good steel flying type Ultra Beast, and I just felt like Celesteela would be a very solid pick because I just felt like it would, because it gets like Leech Seed and then it gets like Flamethrower and it gets like Flash Cannon and I think it gets Meteor Beam, so that's interesting. And it's just like a really bulky Pokemon and it's a really good steel flying type. So that's why I picked Celesteela as my second pick. And then I wanted something else solid. So my third pick, I picked Necrozma as my third pick. For my third pick of the draft, because Necrozma is a really bulky psychic type. Plus he gets like Photon Geyser, and he gets like some other good moves, plus he also gets Meteor Beam, and he's like really bulky, and I just wanted a really powerful psychic type for my third pick, and I saw Necrozma sitting there, and I was like, you know what, I'll take Necrozma. So that's why I picked Necrozma, is because he gets decent coverage, and he's a really good psychic type Pokemon. And yeah, and then my fourth pick, I wanted like a decent dragon type, but I didn't want it to cost too many points. And I saw Dracovish sitting on the draft board, and I was like, you know what? I've never used Dracovish before, so I decided to take Dracovish, because if you give him like Choice Scarf and then give him like Vicious Rend, he can hit like really hard. And yeah, he's just like a really good physical attacking dragon type Pokemon. And yeah, I just really like Dracovish. He's really weird looking, but he is like a really good Pokemon because of Vicious Rend and stuff. So yeah, so that's why I picked Dracovish. And because I like his typing of Water Dragon, and yeah, that's why I picked Dracovish. Now my fifth pick of the draft, I decided to pick Manaphy. Because Manaphy was sitting on the draft board, and yeah, I know it's another water type, but Dracovish isn't weak to grass or electric, which is what Manaphy's weak to. And Manaphy isn't weak to like fairy or dragon like Dracovish is. So it's like they don't share any weaknesses. So I decided to draft Manaphy because I felt like Manaphy would be a very good pick for 11 points in the draft, because Manaphy gets like Calm Mind, and it gets like a really good coverage of special moves. Like it gets like Energy Ball and Dazzling Gleam, and then it gets like Ice Beam and like Scald. And yeah, it gets like a really good amount of coverage of special attacking moves. I think it even gets like psychic, I think. So, plus Manaphy's a base 100, so I just figured it would be a very solid pick for, uh, for my 5th round pick. And then for round 6, I needed a good grass type. And I saw Breloom sitting on the board for 10 points. So I decided, why not? I'll take Breloom. Because I needed a grass type and I didn't have a fighting type either. So I was like, you know what? I'll take Breloom. Plus, by getting Breloom, I get access to Spore. So that's like really good. I get access to Spore with Breloom, which is like really good. Plus he gets like Mach Punch and fighting type moves as he's a fighting type, and he gets like really good grass type moves. And he's like really strong. So he's not the fastest thing in the world, but he can do a really good job. Plus he gets like poison heal, so I can give him like a toxic orb possibly, and then he can heal up. He can get poisoned from the toxic orb and then heal up from the poison because of the poison heal ability. So I can run that, or it gets some other good abilities. Don't recall what its other abilities are, but I know it gets some solid abilities from what I know. So yeah, I got Breloom, really good grass fighting type. Just saw it on the board and felt like it would be a very good pick. Now my next pick of the draft, which was my 7th round pick, I had to start going cheaper because I'd spent a lot of points, so I had to go cheaper. And I wanted another bulky Pokemon, so I picked Umbreon. Because Umbreon, I can use Toxic, and I can like Foul Play, and like Wish Protect, and use Heal Bell. And I wanted a Pokemon to do that kind of stuff, so I picked Umbreon for that. Because Umbreon has Heal Bell, it can like Wish Protect like I already said. I can Toxic things with it. Or I can go for a Foul Play and like hit things with their attack stats. So I just figured that like Umbreon would be a really good like defensive Pokemon to have, because I wanted another defensive Pokemon, and yeah, that's why I picked Umbreon. Now my next pick, this is the last pick that I really cared about in my team. I kind of went like on the higher end again, not super high, but I went for a 9-point pick and I picked Zarkatri. I've been wanting to use Zarkatri for a while, so yeah, I picked him because I really wanted to use him, and he's pretty fast, and he has decent special attack, and he gets some decent special moves, and has a decent special attack stat. So that's why I drafted Zarkatri, because he's fast and he gets some decent special attacking moves. So yeah, that's why I drafted Zarkatri. Plus, he's kind of weird, and I like kind of weird looking Pokemon, and he's basically like an electrical cord Pokemon, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, that's why I drafted Zarkatri. Now, the last 3 picks I didn't really care about. I just needed to draft a certain amount of Pokemon. So I just drafted these 3 guys. Glaceon I just kind of drafted because it's an ice type. And I was like, why not? It's a good Pokemon for 2 points, so it's like, why not? And then Meganium I just kind of drafted because I was like, I need another Pokemon for 2 points. So I was like, why not? I'll draft Meganium. And then Leafeon I just kind of needed to make a last round pick, so I just kind of picked Leafeon for my last round pick because I just needed to pick something cheap, and so I decided to pick Leafeon, and yeah, I don't really care about those 3 picks, so I'm not really gonna explain why I picked them, but yeah, they're there. Now that's my draft analysis video. Thank you for watching, and now after this and now once this video is finished, I'm gonna go prep for my week 1 match. So I'll see you guys in the next video. See you guys then. Redwin out.